Hello friends, in this video we will see very important problem related to the profit and loss. For example, a trader professes to sell his goods at the cost price. He professes to uh, sell his goods at a certain cost price, but actually he uses a false weight. But he uses false weight. False weight. For example, if a trader promises to cost his uh, goods at the cost price, but he uses false weight of the good. For example, he promises them to give 1000 kg of rice, but actually instead of 1000 kgs, he given them only 990 kgs rice. Okay, so that means obviously he is costing them for 1000 kgs, but actually he is giving them only 999 kgs. So that means he is obviously going to get a profit because he is giving the false weight to them. So that is what. So he is getting gain there. He is getting gain. So that gain percentage is given by. So that gain percentage is given by error. So error is something actually which he is giving lesser than the actual price, lesser than the actual quantity. So that is error by true value minus error, true value minus error into, into 100, into 100. So this one will give the gain percentage. So this one will give the gain percentage. Okay. So for example, whenever a trader processes to sell his goods at the cost price, but he uses a false way. Okay. So then the gain percentage is given by error by true value minus error into 100. For example, if you see a seller promises to sell 1000 kgs at a certain cost price, but instead of 1000 kgs, he gives only 999 kgs. So if you see, there is a gain of one the cost price of 1 kg gain is there for seller. Okay, so that gaining price, that gaining percentage is given by gain percentage is equal to error. Error is what actually? So here the error is how much? 1000 minus 999. So the error is 1 here. So true value, that is true value is going to be how much? So true value is 1000 kgs and the error is how much? 1, and the error is 1, and the error is 1 into 100. So whatever we are substituting, so that will give the gain percentage. Okay, so that will give the gain percentage. So let us see. So error is 1, the true value is actually 1000. So 999 here we get 1 by 999 into 100. So that will give the gain percentage. For example, a milkman, let's see one example based on this one. So a milkman professes to sell his milk, professes to uh, sell his milk at certain cost price, at certain cost price, but he uses 800 ml instead of 1000 ml, instead of 1000 ml. Find his gain percentage. Find his gain percentage. Okay. So a milkman proposes to sell his milk at the certain cost price, but he uses 800 ml instead of 1000 ml. Okay. So he tells actually for the customer he is giving 1000 ml, but actually he is giving 800 ml only. So obviously he is going to be get the gain. So that gain percentage is given by what I told, error by true value minus error into 100. So here the error is how much? The error is given by actually 1000 actual value minus error. So the actual value and what amount he is giving to them. So that is 1000 minus 800. So that is the error. So error is how much? 200 ml by true value. Actual the true value is 1000 and minus error. Error already we are calculated. The error is the difference between the actual amount and the amount he is giving to the customer. So that is 1000 minus 800. So that is 200 into 100. So this one will give the gain percentage. Okay. So 200 by 800 into 100. Okay. So this is going to be 4 into and 25 percentage. So there is a gain of 25 percentage. Okay, there is a gain of 25 percentage. So I will repeat once again. A milkman promises to professors to sell his milk at a certain cost price, but he uses 800 ml instead of 1000 ml. Find his gain percentage. Obviously, he is going to be get gain. Why? Because he is using 800 ml instead of 1000 ml. So the gain percentage is given by error by true value minus error into 100. So the error is the actual true amount minus actually the amount he is giving to them. Okay, so the amount he is giving to them. So the error is here 1000 minus 800. So that is going to be error is 200 by true value. The actual value is supposed to give is 1000. 1000 minus error. Again error is 1000 minus 800, that is 200 into 100. Okay. So 200 by 800. 1000 minus 200 is 800 into 100. So 200 4 is 800. So 100 by 4 is 25 percentage. So he is going to be get 25 percentage. Okay. So if a trader uses false weight instead of the original weight, so in that case the gain percentage is given by error by true value minus error into 100. Okay. So I hope you got this one. Thank you very much for watching this video and please subscribe my channel.